Yeah, my name is Brandon Matisich. I've been with The Observer for a little over a year now.
My name is Kylie Glenn. I'm the news editor at The Observer.
Yeah, I'm Jackson Roberts. I'm the editor-in-chief, or co-editor-in-chief of The Observer.
My name is Robin MacArthur. I'm the lead graphic designer at The Observer newspaper.
Well, my name is Ethan Kennedy. I am currently scene editor at The Observer.
Well, obviously, first step is pitches. We have to kind of figure out what news is going into the paper. We have like sports, scene, news. We also have opinion sections and stuff as well.
People come into class with stories in mind, ideas in hand, and they come in just ready to write, ready to go out and get interviews. The pitch for me is my favorite part because I come in with like 5-6 ideas for stories, and I'm forced to whittle my way down to one, more realistically like 2 or 3, because I just like writing.
So usually in starting like the process for The Observer, on Tuesdays we will pitch our stories and kind of just go through there, and I'll choose whatever I want to report on, and then Thursdays we'll meet again, hopefully have interviews.
But yeah, after that, we usually have our stories try to get into the drive by about Friday. 5 p.m. is usually our ideal goal. Sometimes there's events that happen on the weekend. We got to wait a little bit longer.
On Mondays and Tuesdays, 5 to 10 or 5 to 9 about, the staff comes in and we look over all the articles. The design team comes in. They do a fabulous job putting life to the pages, putting life to our words.
I will spend my nights like in design night. I'll usually go through and see what other stories have been submitted, and then I'll edit those, and then also I submit stories too, so I got to go through and make sure that's okay and have people review it and then make changes that I need to make.
Monday, we're in here 5 until about 9:30-ish, just starting up design night, and then Tuesday, we're in here about 5 until whenever we finish.
Yeah, so The Observer's been around for just about 110 years, actually. And when it started, it was called the Campus Crier. It kept that name for a good couple decades until eventually, I think in either the 90s or 2000s, we switched to The Observer. And since its foundation, it's been doing the same thing that it does all the way till today, which is just giving students a voice and holding people on campus accountable, making sure that things can be run fairly. Our fundamental job hasn't changed. Obviously, in 110 years, the way we do that job has changed quite a bit. We've grown and shrunk multiple times over the course of our history, and I think right now we're in a bit of an adapting period, but I have no worries that the Observer will continue to be around, continue to adapt, as we have done for the past 110 years.
Yeah, I'm kind of have my typical route that I go on. I always start at like Lind Hall here, go to Boylan Hall, and just kind of moving all around the place, barge and stuff like that. And then the next week I'm dropping off the new stack, and I'm like, oh man, how many got picked up last week? And I'll kind of gauge certain buildings. Some buildings pick up more than others and stuff too. But it's always just kind of fascinating to see like, oh, what students, like if I'm in like the theater building or something like that too, I'm like, oh man, theater people are picking up a lot of the paper right now. Or if I go health science, and I'm like, okay, this past story wasn't anything that relates too much to them. It's just always kind of interesting gauging what building is taking more papers based on like people's majors and stuff too. So it's always cool to look into for that.
Yeah, so this is our Observer award case. It's not even up to date, like as you've seen the awards in the office, and then even the ones we just won in DC, those aren't anywhere yet. We got to get those, bring those in here. But this is kind of the Observer's history, and as you can see, I mean, these are mostly recent awards, but some of these date back like 10 years, over 10 years. These kind of key ones in the middle here, if you'll notice, the SPJ ones, and we have one of those in the office too. Those are kind of like the prestigious awards of the case, which is why they're on a plaque.
It's honestly not that much different from when I was, I guess, a junior graphic designer, except I kind of oversee and make sure everything kind of ties together well in the paper. And I give more pointers to the other graphic designers on how things should look. I kind of struggled a lot to see myself in a leading position because that's just not typically the kind of person I am. But I've been taking it a lot better than I was afraid that I might.
The one constant that I've had through my over a year now of being here has just been this sense of love and community that I think would be really hard to find anywhere else.
Being in a community and being in a environment that I find a lot of friends in and a lot of joy in the work I'm doing, it's something that I've always wanted. I don't want a job that's, something that you find yourself feeling like a zombie in, I want a job that gives me some purpose, and this feels like purpose.